Okay, we're getting ready to do the final wet sanding. I'm using 3,000 grit. I used to always use 2,500. And I guess if you get what you can get, you could use 2,000, whatever you can get. You have to tape this because you don't want to mix the white sanding slurry into the varnish. It could stain it.
Would you tape off and wet sand separately if that was, say, a red painted bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
Right, this is just a little water with some soap. This is 3,000 grit. I've done a little wet sanding already.
So you said you did a little bit of wet sanding already. You didn't use a coarser grit though, right?
No.
You just started with the 3,000 on
Yep.
your last
Yep.
coat. Okay.
Yeah. Remember, if you wet sand in between coats and you use a little bit of soap, you have to rinse it off good with fresh water. So you don't want a problem with soap painting. I don't always use soap, but
It's basically just a lubricant, right? To get the sandpaper to move more smoothly.
yeah.
It's okay that the slurry is running over the mahogany right now. It's just wet sanding up to it where it could grind it in and cause clouding.
I do believe that's enough wet sanding.
For somebody doing it directly on the painted finish, how long would they expect to wet sand for?
Oh boy, depends how dirty it is. Could be half hour.
Half hour at least,
You
probably.
gotta keep stopping and drying it.
And checking it in the light. Drying it's really important. If you don't dry it, you really can't see if you've sanded it smooth and gotten all your brush marks out or little bits of dust.
Don't forget it's a brush job, so if you have a little imperfection, brush mark, don't worry about it. At least I wouldn't. This is some rubbing compound. I believe you can get it any marine supply.
Why don't you talk quickly about the difference between the Bounty and Viva paper towels? This is the Bounty, and this is the Viva.
I use the Viva for the final polishing. And I think you could use any paper towel for wet sanding and stuff like that. I happen to use a Bounty.
Just because it's absorbent, right? And you're not worried about the scratches. But the Viva is really soft, so you don't get any scratches from it when you're doing your finish.
I gotta get something.
Okay. So we're still talking about doing a series 3. What were you thinking about maybe doing a really big cap out, you said?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You still thinking about that?
Now, this is just Buff Magic. I get it at the marine store. I don't always use it. So if you don't have it, don't worry about it. And I think most of this stuff you can get right at a hardware store. It may not be the same brand, but DuPont's.
So after the Buff Magic, are you gonna do the Finesse It and the Perfect It?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can't, I know I've seen polishes at the hardware store. Just, all it is a polish that you would probably use on your car.
And it's okay if it gets to the bottom of that rub rail. It won't affect it at all.
Now that's got a nice sheen to it, which may be fine for a lot of people. Nice and smooth. And I forgot to put the glove on wet sanding. It's not a bad idea to, because your fingernails, if you're not careful, kind of scratch it.
So you have your Finesse It and your Perfect It and ketchup and mustard containers? Which one is that one? Which one are you doing next?
Finesse it.
Finesse It. Okay. That's a 3M product. So, after we finish this video, this is the last video, by the way, will be finished when this is over. I am going to put this model up for sale on eBay for Malcolm. The eBay account is Crosby Thompson, but if you just search on eBay for Malcolm Crosby or Catboat Half Hull, it should be easy to find. Hopefully I'll get it listed today, which is Sunday, November, what's the date today? Do you know? November 4th.
Maybe.
But if it isn't listed today, it will be listed by Monday at the latest. We're probably going to list it for, how long did you think you wanted to do it? A 7-day listing, Dad?
Sure.
A 7-day listing. And the starting price that it can't go below will be $1,000.
Now this is perfected. This can is messed up.
That's too much.
Sometimes the perfected, the finesse will get into a little bit of the, between the toe rail and the rub rail. When it dries, it turns white. Just take a little water and a little, I don't know, maybe a little cotton swab or something, and you can get it out.
Are you gonna wax this one?
No. A little on the bottom.
Perfect it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it with the stained bottom. The red is nice too, but I think it's really pretty with the mahogany.
These 3M polishes perfect it, finesse it in different ones. They're not cheap, so you might be better off just going to a hardware store and see what they have for polishes.
This is what we call a mirror finish. You can see Malcolm actually reflected in that mahogany.
It's like a painting. You're supposed to look at it from 3 feet away.
You can get up close though. I'm gonna do some macro shots of it for the listing on eBay. You can get close and it still looks incredible.
Oh. All right.
Oh, do you want to mount it? That's why we use the satin on the plaque, because you get a nice contrast between this perfect gloss finish and then satin plaque. me to reach my hand out? I can hold the phone with one hand. For any of you who subscribe to Off Center Harbor, you can expect to see some of this series, edited down quite a bit, obviously. It's a great website. If you don't subscribe to it, you should. Learn everything you want to learn about boats and maintaining your boat, even building boats. It's a great website.
Okay, there's the rudder, but I don't have any glue it on, so. But I just put a little, I use a little epoxy glue that you can get at the hardware store, and just put a little dollop and press it down and put a little piece of weight or something on it. Just make sure you don't put too much so it squeezes out, because it would be very, very difficult to get off. So that's it.
Beautiful. All right, Malcolm Crosby, Kappa, Half Hall, Francis, 2018. Will be on eBay shortly.
Maybe not today.
Maybe not today. I have to edit this and get it on YouTube, so I may not have time to get it on eBay. But very soon, sometime early this week, early November. All right, thanks. And Series 3 extra large cat boat. If you want to see it, leave us messages so I can talk him into doing it, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.